Big Bacon. Greetings, everyone, and welcome back to another thrilling episode of Big Bacon's Collection. I'm your host, Big Bacon. Today we're doing our first 4-inch Modern Joe review. Today I present the Red Hiss tank from the 2008 Ultimate Battle Pack. This tank came with both the Hiss driver as well as a Cobra vehicle gunner. Target exclusive, massive pack. Also came with Sergeant Stalker with a jump pack, and the Mobat with Steeler, Cobra Commander with a flight pod, and even short fuse. And in fact, that was the only way you could get short fuse. So, without any further ado, unfortunately, this thing has been packed up for a couple of years, so the accessories are still in storage. The stands, weapons, all that stuff, except what they've got on them. And you're really going to laugh at this, but let's start with a review of the figures and then we'll move to the vehicles. So we'll start with the Hiss gunner. Let's see here. I forget how small these Joes actually are in hand when you've been dealing with 6-inch figures for so long. Helmet is removable. Got a nice, well-painted red face mask. The face sculpt itself is what's to be expected from 2008. The paint all around the ear is just jacked. This side's looking a little bit better. He's got this web gear on. It's black with a red shoulder harness. Got a molded in pistol, non-removable. Lovely gray jumpsuit looking thing. All in all, for a small figure, the detailing is not terrible. You've got pant wrinkle, cuff to the boot. Got a little strap thing for a knife on the side, which is removable. After so long of being in there, I'm going to flip it around so it doesn't just bend one way. So let's get on with his articulation real quick. He's got a ball at the top of the neck, which allows for minimal up and down. Got great side to side and a little bit of tilt. Shoulder actually comes up well beyond 90. Rotates all the way around. This is well before the days of butterfly joints, so we're not even gonna, twist at the elbow, rotation, single joint. Doesn't quite get you up to 90. Hand rotates, but does not hinge in any direction at all. These figures had no waist cut. It was all torso articulation. And as far as twisting goes, this one's not terrible, but there's like no front to back or side to side on it. Legs kick out that far, kick forward that far, kick back pretty good. You do have a double jointed knee, a twist here at the ankle, and yes, there is a little bit of forward and back, but they feel so fragile that I'm almost afraid to actually attempt anything. And this also predates the rocker that levels the foot out. Now, my figure has a couple of split points where it doesn't look like it was assembled properly. And same is true on the back of the thighs. So, forgot to mention that lovely Cobra logo on the chest. Y'all forgive the smudging on my hands. I've been doing some painting today. So let's go ahead and place him where he belongs and move on to the next figure. So we have the Hiss Driver. Articulation wise, it's going to be pretty much the exact same as the previous figure. No special hidden surprises, so we'll just go over paint details and the look of the figure. Hiss tank drivers have this lovely yet oddly proportioned helmet. And if you look at the top of the visor, you can see the paint actually comes up onto the helmet. And here on the chin, it looks like it's just an uneven red streak coming up onto the black mask. And even a little bit of silver coming down onto the nose. This overhang piece is actually part of the mold, part of the sculpt. It's not an overlay. Got some nicely detailed fabric looking material. Forearm guards, very nice. This chest armor actually does kind of look really cool. Flip it around, you can see the harness is secured multiple ways across the back. And I actually have a little bit of flesh from the mold still on the side of my figure. And the back of the thighs, you can see where the flash was cut. These boots, well, they're not made for walking, I'll tell you that. This figure does come with a sidearm with an open holster, which I just realized today I still have the original rubber band holding that in place. And because of that, while it was in storage, it kind of twisted the overhang flap forward in an unnatural way. Well, we're going to open that up. We're going to pull out this, take a look at it. Detail-wise, for such a small weapon, it's really not terrible. Let's pop this back in here. Say goodbye, Hiss tank driver. And we're going to place him inside the tank. Alright, dude, get your feet in place. Oh, it's the holster that's making it difficult. Alright, now let's do a quick overview of the vehicle. As you can see, I've got some decals on it. These are actually the ones that came applied inside the package. I seem to be missing all of the other decals, so I'm going to have to get on Toy Hacks and order some replacements. Now, anybody who's ever owned a Hiss tank knows it's the same mold used over and over and over. Yeah, this side I don't have the numbers or the decal, but I got one on the back. Okay, so we got some really nice detailed sprockets and hydraulics and plating here for the tread assembly. But the tread is fixed hard plastic, it does not move. All movement is actually done by the wheels underneath. Up underneath here you've got some just assorted parts added in to kind of fill the void. The back here we do have a tow hitch. A couple of vehicles came out over the years that you could attach to a vehicle like this. Got a couple of foot pegs back here, smaller modern sized ones. So you could throw a few extra figures on the back. Up here is supposed to have like a headlight grill sticker, that's missing. Okay, we come to the canopy. Canopy does open. And the control consoles in there have some sculpt, but no color, nothing to really differentiate anything. A little bit of texture on the back of the seat there. Get on in there. And the telltale HISS tank turrets. The turret assembly actually does rotate, and the weapons elevate up and down. This one is still new enough that it's got its detents in there that snap it in place. And the figure just drops down inside the hole there with a foot on each side and just kind of floats there. Now, unfortunately, I do not have a dedicated vehicle shelf set up yet, so we will not be able to add this directly to the display. But I've got enough vehicles now that I figure maybe it's time I just start throwing a couple of these out there, start the ball rolling, and I thank you all for tuning in. Once again, be sure to like, share, subscribe, comment. All of that stuff really helps, get these videos out there visible to more people. So, thanks for stopping by. I'll catch you again next time.